Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Asid Lalji. I'm the curator here at the Royal Opera House, Mumbai. On behalf of the royal family of Gondal, Ashish Doshi and myself, welcome. Tonight, we bring to our stage a very special avant-garde performance, one that I'm sure is to have you all at the edge of your seats and leave you mesmerized and awestruck. Mallakhamb, for those unaware, is an indigenous practice that has been around for centuries. With its origins dating back to as far as the 12th century, the traditional sport, devised originally as an exercise for the wrestlers and warriors, is now evolved into an exotic art form, one which requires artists to demonstrate extraordinary strength, dexterity, flexibility, and balance. And tonight's program aims to further and reinvent this ancient practice with a contemporary twist by marrying Mallakhamb with music. This multidisciplinary evening is in sync with our vision of blurring the boundaries between the traditional and the contemporary by showcasing events that bridge the gap between our rich past and our cutting-edge future. At the Royal Opera House, we also pride ourselves as being an inclusive hub of diversity and a space to celebrate people in the arts from different walks of life. It is our belief that the arts don't discriminate, and in keeping with this philosophy, we strive to democratize the arts by providing a platform for differently abled artists to display the astounding talent they possess. Through past performances like Antradishti, we showcase the expertise and virtuosity of the visually challenged. And present tonight's event, we endeavor to continue to support and promote such performers, as well as inspire others who are facing similar challenges to take up the mantle and overcome them. So without further ado, welcome to Mallakhamb, Mumbai, an evening of acrobatics and new age music. Conceptualized by Avid Learning and presented in collaboration with the Royal Opera House, Mumbai, the Australian-Consulate General, Mumbai, Mallakhamb, India, and Shree, Samartha, Vyayam, Mandir. This extraordinary evening consists of 3 distinct acts. The opening act will feature the incredibly talented Don Bhatt, whose style of electrofusion music blends a variety of genres from rock and roll to create harmonious, synchronous symphony, and classical and jazz singer Ishita Chakraborty. This will be followed by a rope Mallakhamb performance by 10 visually challenged students from the Kamla Mehta School of the Blind and the Shree Samartha Vyayam Mandir, who have been trained by Dr. Neeta Takte. And for the final showpiece act, we have a 30-minute gravity-defying pole Mallakhamb performance featuring 5 acrobats from Mallakhamb India Ensemble, accompanied by an exclusively composed soundtrack by Don Bhatt. This piece, directed by Benjamin Napton, was originally commissioned for and performed at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games in 2018 in Australia, and was also performed in the 2019 Sydney Festival in January earlier this year. Lighting for this evening's ensemble performance has been designed by Gurleen Judd. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Thank you for braving the rain and also coming here to support our talent. To kick off this evening, please welcome the Consul General of Australia in Mumbai, Mr. Tony Huber, to say a few words. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to what I'm sure will be a spectacular evening. First and foremost, I want to thank the royal family of Gondal, the Royal Opera House and Avid Learning for collaborating on this event. I'd also like to express my thanks and appreciation to the incredible athletes from Mallakhamb, India and Shree Samartha Vyayam Mandir for performing for us all. Being able to witness a traditional Marathi sport such as Mallakhamb is a privilege, and it provides a unique insight into the rich history of the region. It's particularly pleasing to hear of the involvement of fellow Australian Ben Napton, who is the artistic director of the performance. Events such as these demonstrate the deepening cultural ties between Australia and India, and it's been an honour being able to contribute to such a partnership. So without further ado, thank you very much.
Komal will be in the position of cross and Arti in the position of Shavasana. Here is the pyramid of Padmasana, hanging Padmasana and Shavasana. 3 girls on the rope at the same time. They can't see, but they perform. An acute sense of touch with the balance. So here we have Komal in Padmasana, Arti in Shavasana, and we have Ashwini in the position of hanging Pai thode khali Ashwini, Pai thode khali. And that's the last pyramid, the last performance.
have seen Mallakhamb very briefly a couple of times at the Shivaji Park place where they rehearse. It's absolutely fantastic. And today to see it in this context, done in a much more beautiful, more accessible way for an audience, I thought is a great idea. What an absolutely gifted bunch of performers. Really, really enjoyed it.
And it was beautifully choreographed, very well organized and done. But it's an absolute wonder at a time when we're all running after everything that is foreign. It gives such a feeling of pride to know that this is a purely Indian thing, and this is something which the world has taken a long time to recognize. But it's surely something that is one of the part of the great wealth of our traditions, and is something we really ought to be proud of. It was a fantastic performance.
It was a really heartfelt performance. It was really nice, and there were different types. There was music, there was dancing, there were acrobatics. You should definitely watch it.
It was such an amazing event. It was a beautiful performance. We're absolutely amazed.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much talent out there,
Yeah.
and they're just so...
And like, I didn't know you could be doing stuff like this. It's really cool. I'm mind blown.
Latter section was particularly invigorating, and hats off to those chaps in terms of their strength, ability, flexibility and endurance to make that last for 30 minutes. That was very impressive, and obviously very special to see the visually impaired girls achieve what they did in that session as well. It was
really crazy. There was so much acrobatics, and I kept getting nervous that they would fall, but they never did, and it was amazing.